Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday, the 2nd of February. So let's look at the market events. Well, we're waiting for, let me just bring this up here, sorry, bring the wrong button up. I'm just going to click on which one loads quickest. This one is. So today we've got non-farm payrolls, I know that for nothing. So we've seen Australian inflation, that's what I was looking at, coming through here, came in less. That was Wednesday. Sorry, what's going on here? Come on. Where's the rest of my data? There we go. That's what I was looking for. So we've got here today is non-farm payrolls basically. I was just looking at the data that came out yesterday. So there wasn't a great deal. Bank of England, slight difference in the voting there that caused a little softening, but rates left as was. We had the unemployment claims coming out there, the ISM data, manufacturing data coming out for the US, which came in better than expected. Prices still showing inflation there, and then today, just purely the non-farm payrolls at 1:30. So let's crack on, look at the technicals. The euro's come up to its monthly pivot here. It's just running into its monthly pivot. The underside of the monthly pivot is whether or not we get a reaction from this. It's got loads of pivots around this area. It's got its weekly and quarterly pivot all sitting around the same sort of area. It's just broken the quarterly pivot, but it's been dancing around that, coming back to the monthly. It's whether or not it, as I say, it holds here. Shorter time frame, what's it telling us? Well, it's stalled at this stage. It's got, if you look at the previous highs here, look, it's into a triple top. We'll see if this starts edging off there. A bit of patience needed. It does have resistance in the form of the 500 moving average a little bit further up. Okay, so that's pretty much the euro at the moment, looking marginally more bearish. Well, it's still in a bearish trend, but it's holding up a lot better than what might have been expected. The pound, well, it continues to sit in this horrible range and is, for me, I'm not trying to trade it at all. I looked at it yesterday at one stage thinking, oh, that might do something. Yeah, it might go back up again. It's just really untradeable the way it's sitting at the moment, so I'll leave that alone. US dollar yen, well, from a daily perspective, this is gradually strengthening slightly, but well, there might be opportunities. Actually, I'm looking at this, the way it's been sort of stepping down here. Maybe we've got a decent move here, break below 146.30 sort of area. Could see it running down towards yesterday's lows and maybe even further towards the S1. But it's a mess. The Aussie dollar was looking pretty decent yesterday at one stage. It even broke the support of its these prior highs here, which had been sort of sitting around. It sort of cracked the head and shouldery pattern, but it's bounced straight off that. And you see it's actually found support into its weekly S2 there. So currently finding a bit of support here. Where's it going to go? It looks like, well, possibly in the very short-term range. We could see a continuation here. To me, I wonder if it's just overbought in its short-term time frame. Patience needed here to see what's going on. US dollar CAD, this is a little bit more consistent in a sense. You can, dare I say that, it's working its way, it's drifting its way down, I think is the best term. Yep, yesterday it all turned around, but only to later in the day roll back over, lower highs, lower lows coming through on its way here. It's got scope for further downside. So looking softish. New Zealand dollar not going where I'd like it to go. This is just really just continuing to wonder what the hell's going on here. It's been sitting for well over a week now in a very tight old range. It has got the potential to run back into its well, yeah, I say back into it, but into its monthly pivot to me, any reaction from that would be quite good. I'm short on this, sitting in the short, which is going absolutely nowhere at the moment. Looking at it on this lower time frame, it's, well, I've got a quarterly pivot on here, and it's, well, playing about with that quarterly pivot at this stage. I'm short on this. I wouldn't say go short on this. So it's just morning, AD. I wouldn't say yeah, try and go short on this at the moment. That's as much as I'm already short. If I wasn't short, I wouldn't be taking a short. There's a sign of not wanting to take a short. But it has got the chance of rolling over. Looking at the dollar Swissy, this is again a bit like the Canadian dollar. It's drifting. This is possibly a better option. Just really looking for opportunities to sell. We have got an untouched daily pivot here. At the moment, I'd rather it's run into that and sell into that maybe. There really is very little here as I'm going through these majors. Now I'm going to go through all of the rest of the cross pairs I look at come about 8:35. Just let these settle down a little bit. This Euro Yen dailies looking, well, found a bit of support into the monthly. They're now looking to 200, etc. But the trend is still largely down here, but lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, still looking soft. But we'll see what cometh of that. Okay. Euro CAD sitting in the short on this as well, and it's not going anywhere. It seems like it's just a long, slow death with this one. It looks, but we'll see how this develops. But still sitting in this. These are swing positions I'm sitting in, so it sort of doesn't matter. But it would be nice if they started moving more definitely in the direction I thought they would go. From the analysis, this has been sitting in the range there. Expected it to run off downwards. I feel like just taking my signal off there, the alert. I don't think it's going to reach it for a while. But again, here, this could just run into the underside of its the new monthly pivot there. So there's space in there to do so. If it does, it does. It might look reasonable coming back off of that if it starts selling from there. Anyway. That's where I am on the majors at the moment. As I say, I'll come back to those just after 8 o'clock today. We'll look through those, so if you want to come and join me, there's a link on YouTube below the video. You can join into the room. Looking at the price of gold then. Looking at gold's getting a slight lift there. It's something I said yesterday from the chop that was sitting there in the morning I wouldn't be bothered with, and yep, it's got a bit of a move here, but we've gone into these consolidation phases pretty much across a lot of the markets at the moment. It's in these consolidation phases. I'm questioning why some of these markets have done quite so well as they have, and it keeps me from just chasing in blindly. So I would like to see something more, but maybe the dollar's just going to sell. Equity market, actually before I better look at oil. Oil's off still. Didn't see anything major going on the oil market. OPEC meetings yesterday, lower highs coming through. This looks like a potential sell on the break of the 200. Yesterday then it was the usual old, there we go, it was 5 o'clock, it was later than I expected. Yesterday normally we have it about 2 o'clock. I'd looked earlier on, it just didn't look like there was anything really happening, but it did get the sell side looking softer. Again here, it'd be nice if it just ran into its pivot and started get a little raise during the daytime and look for the continuation. Fundamentally, I would like this to be on the downside. Technically, it's a bit of a mixed old bag at the moment, and as I say, there's the political side of things that may be the risk on shorting oil at the moment. Equity markets, the E-minis, well, look at that, what a lovely day yesterday. I do keep on saying don't try and short this market, wait for the retracements to buy. Well, goodness, it went yesterday, largely after after real play there yesterday, it started moving. The 9 o'clock candle there for UK time really shot there across the markets. Really saw it in the Nasdaq. Really saw some flyers kicking in through here. At the moment, they look relatively bullish. We just, again, is this just an overbought signal at the moment, or are we going to see a continuation? We just need to wait for later to see a bit more run through this. But overall, the equity markets still look bullish. I would certainly not look to be shorting any of them. I know some people say, well, they're overbought. Maybe they'll stay more overbought than you can stay liquid. That's for sure. If you want to keep shorting them. DAX still pushing up there. Again, yesterday solid. It's had a little retrace this morning. It's just no surprise here, really. Bit of a pullback from the highs. And again, it's this same old pattern across the markets. Are we going to see a continuation this morning or today? Or is this just going to dilly-dally for the rest of it? But the non-farms are going to come into be a big play on it. So really, we just got to watch out for that 130 sort of time frame. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, that's it. That's pretty much it for the moment. As I said, if you want to come join me, do come and join. There's a link on the YouTube there. Come join me in the room for this rest of this morning. Be back about 8:30. Okay, I'll end you there. Have a good day. Otherwise.